complicated, dangerous variations are not in the arsenal of Laura. For the moment, they will come later. For the moment, white just says, okay, if you want to leave, you can leave. This is fine with me. Black is challenging white to a pawn, maybe, so it would be interesting to finish the sequence. If black play here, white Atari, and this. If black connects, black will die. So black has to play this kind of code. White played extremely solid, so probably difficult for black to follow this code to get good code play. But in a way, Laura is playing safe and it's evaluating the possibility to capture this turn, so make this white look completely alive, and let black connecting what they here. So in a way, it's good to ignore black here and play on the other side, but locally it's another big territorial loss. What impressed me in this game about Laura's play that she was not afraid to fall behind on territory, so she played very solid. And somehow, I mean, if I look at the board, I couldn't believe myself at some point even white got ahead in territory despite playing so many slow moves in a row. This for me is quite a wonder, so I have to study this game more at home to understand why, after playing so many slow moves, still white could be ahead. But let's go back to the game. White invaded. So finally, one big weakness in black shape. This extremely large invasion. This was the risk Rita take by playing this shape. Could have played this slow move, but safe. So now white gets a chance to invade. After invasion, there's another Somaji in the corner. So even this Shimari is weakened. So this is very big indeed. And what is surprising here, that Rita completely ignored this. Normally now we should read very intensely in this area, but probably Rita considers she don't have a very good move locally. So it's better to just ignore. And she played this. Quite large move. And probably I think a little bit better to disconnect. Like this, white don't get this ane, and black has some continuations later. So black chooses to play this. And there is another reason. In fact, this move is also aggressive. What do you think this move wants? Attack white. Yes. You can say it louder because it's true. Yes, now this white it's also a target for black. But in exchange, white got two moves in a row here. So now even this move starts to work perfectly. So white's conservative moves before starts to look very good on the board. This is quite a large territory that is matching quite a lot of black territory, and this is very solid. How many points? So if you consider this is Sente, 11 points of territory plus Komi, it's 17 points only this and Komi. So with the solid territory here, I think white starts to look very okay in this game. And Rita is following her idea. In a way, this was also quite big. To get this large point by attacking white, it's a nice feeling. But still this weakness remains, so white have a big target here. But now it's perfect timing to play this Atari. This timing, when to play a move, is very important in the Go game. And now, because black's declaration is I want to attack white, white is perfectly justified to play this Atari. Without this move, if white plays this Atari, there is a risk this is Kote. Black will not answer. But now, because black just made a declaration, I want to attack you, this is perfect timing, so very good very good timing from Laura. And now white is also sure to get this almost Sente, 90% Sente move, which could make some weakness at this kind of cutting point. If this is Sente, if white goes in this area, this will become a problem. So, white plays very calmly this Ikentobi, which is correct shape. Ignoring this area would be too dangerous because black is very strong. But after this, it feels like, okay, black kept on pushing, but if we watch the territorial balance now, white feels ahead. So these two moves, I think, are the winning moves if white managed to finish the game like it started. So now black played the conservative move finally. It's not only conservative, but also if white comes from this area, so on here or here, white will connect his stones like this and make a large influence in the center. So this move has a lot of value, so protecting the corner and preparing some attack. But locally it has no impact on white, so in fact it's also a little bit slow. And white went on for territory. Maybe in a strange way, if white lost this game, he lost it with this next move. It's locally a very nice move. Taking territory here is very nice, but white starts to feel ahead in territory. So this is the time when you are ahead in territory, is the time to fix the power balance. So if white consider this last move from black and answer it, I think white would have a very promising game. So what would be the next move from white? What do I mean by answer? What do you think? Let's estimate now what are the focus, the hot points in this game. Let's see. Okay, so Laura played this. This is obviously one point to focus. Some other?
18-7.
18-7. 18, you sure? This? This?
Yeah.
Ah. People who are in a hurry. Fast is not always best. So the area is okay, but this is too much rush. What is the normal move in this area? Yes. So please learn to play like this, step by step. After this, next this or something else. Rushing could have some consequences. For example, maybe because white play all the way to here, black feels quite tempted now to start a counter attack. One way would be to make this. And if I capture, then black would threaten to capture this on a large scale. So there is some danger in it. And also, for example, if black gets some move on the top, in center, black starts to get a little bit more profit there, even if he loses some territory here. So this could also be a loss sometime. Not in this position, but sometime. And even if black answers, until we come back to fix the shape here, we don't get the large point. It's true that white gets this in center, but it's not sure that it was the best way to play in this area. For example, white could play like this, or aim at some 2k here, or some other ways to play. So it's too early to decide. We are not yet in endgame. We are in middle game, and this is even Fuseki type of move. So if we consider this group is still a little bit weak, to play here, it's extremely large move. But compared to playing here, what is the difference? This and this. So both of them are very large territorial moves. What makes this move better? What do you think?
He defends the group.
Yes, making this is a relatively weak white group. Making this group stronger, and Laura knows very well that this group later had problems. Making this group stronger while taking profit, so the difference between this and this is somewhere around like 20 points of territory. So it's extremely large move. By playing like this, white keeps the lead. Now it feels a little bit that white is ahead. So white could easily keep the lead like this. There's another drawback to this move. When black answered here, the power of this move disappeared. Because black comes here. So, in fact, what is the thinking here? We don't have this is in a way a minus. because we want to hit here. So okay, if black defends, then we can get this. If black plays Keima, then we hit here. So we have a very good way to play in this area. So we just play here. And now if black plays this, it's probably worry lava. This is the perfect timing to hit this weak point. And I think if the game goes on like this, white will probably win. So in a funny way, what is normally a very nice move could become a losing move. But still, on territory, this is quite large also. So the problem just began. Black played this. I think black feels a little bit behind, so he's looking for a way to start the attack. But here comes. Okay. So I should stop in 10 minutes. So maybe it's pity. I would have liked to discuss more on this game because it's very nice, but the round will start in like 20 minutes. So in 5 minutes I will stop. But probably it would be interesting if you want, we can continue, finish the commentary after the last round. So anyway, because this was the most important game in this tournament, so I think it's worth looking at it in more detail. When black comes here, obviously he comes to attack white, and now it's a very, very important middle game moment when conservative play should be not an option. So now we have to play full power. White play conservative, and in the end, white strategy by playing like this was a success. But now is not the time to submit. If we submit against this move, white played this. This is extremely painful exchange. But more than that, this is very dangerous. Because, for example, now if black gets this vital point, white starts to be in serious trouble with the eyes. So let's see what is the real danger here. Can black cut? So this cut is a danger? What do you think? This cut, no, because we can capture it. Even if we sacrifice it, okay. So this probably is what worry Laura. No? So let's see what happens if the white connect. Can black cut there? Not yet, huh? Can black cut now? Please remember that now we are focusing on survival. We are in survival mode, so we don't want to, okay, we will lose this center move here, but we are in survival mode. Most people will play Atari without thinking. Am I correct? Because it's center, let's play this Atari also, and then capture here. No? Am I correct or not? How many of you would, be honest please, how many would play this Atari without thinking? Yes. This Atari is extremely bad move. We should directly capture here. And why the Atari is bad move now? After we play this, what we have in this area? We have a very large cost starting with this move on the first line. So even if black tries to be smart and play this, white can still cut. If black cuts, the cost still remains. Okay? So basically, white should capture directly. Black should capture because this score is very bad agi. And now, how many of you would play without thinking this move? Before, if you play Atari, like this and like this would be the final shape. If you play directly this, and black capture, now probably not so many people will play this anymore. And this is, in fact, a very small move. So now the priority is to play on outside somewhere. Take care of the white, for example, this kind of jump or something around here. This is in fact now a very small endgame move. Not very, but small for the moment. So not sure that we want to play. So anyway, my point here was that black's move here is actually not as threatening as it looks. There is only one thing that maybe black could start attack from here. And if we connect, I think some of the variations we studied before start to change. For example, the direct cut now, maybe it's a bit different. Atari here, and now we cannot capture from this side. This will be the value of this exchange. We have to read the ladder from this side. So, there should be some preparation. But for example, this is perfect timing to test how black answer this move. One way. Or, we can accept to throw away this stone, so if black plays like this, we can defend, and then black capture this stone in water, so it's at some territory. But the priority here now for white should be to run in the center, to do something else, for example, this kind of move. If you play this kind of move also, this cut that we were talking about, even if black plays this in center, it doesn't work anymore. Now this is a ladder breaker. So I think this is a crucial moment. The moment when white kind of becomes scared of black and plays very safe moves, but very submissive. So against this kind of move, if we submit like this, we start to lose ground. So even if the game was quite okay for white at this stage, starting from black's attacking moves, little by little white is losing ground.